Comrades, can we give a big welcome, please, to the Regional Secretary of the Midlands TUC, Christy Ward. Christy.
Thanks, Larry. I'm really pleased to be here today. I'm bringing you greetings from the TUC Midlands region to the 20th Chesterfield May Day and pay tribute to the achievements and record of the Trade Union Council here, and particularly to the Derbyshire Centres for the Unemployed. I'm sorry about the rain, but I'm still sure that you'll all agree it's the most wonderful May Day that we've had in those 20 years, following Labour's political victory last Thursday. Now we have another job. Make sure that victory leads to the profound change that we all did that work for. After the Conservative Party's attacks on people in trade unions over the last 18 years, we still have to continue that work to protect the interests of people at work and people looking for work. No, we haven't got a secret deal, so we still have to work to be dealt with fairly. And that's why the TUC put an enormous amount of work during the election campaign into our employee rights campaign. And oddly enough, you know, Conservative voters supported that campaign. It was only the Conservative Party that didn't support that campaign, and that's why they were paid back, not only by our voters, but by their voters as well. We still have to be careful. There are bad employers out there. There still is a lot of job insecurity, and that's why we need to work for a national minimum wage, that legal limit that many people in this region know is very important. Thousands of women in the East Midlands region suffering from low-paid work. I hope that with 119 women elected to Parliament on May Day, that should make an excellent start to making politics far more relevant to people's lives. Now we have to improve jobs, hospitals, pensions and schools. We have to have an education system where children in state schools don't suffer from low-class, high-class sizes, so children can achieve their full potential. I want children to learn how to ask questions, to hold their own opinions, and to hold us to account, so that we don't ever let them down again in the way we let them down over the past 18 years. And now it is time for a reminder of a promise that's been made and renewed for the past 13 years. The promise to restore the right for workers at GCHQ to belong to an independent trade union. Like today, workers have marched every year at Cheltenham. We have to deliver that, and we have to deliver it pretty soon. All workers have the right to join and be represented by a recognised trade union. We need the minimum wage, trade union recognition, and the rest aren't favours, they're fairness. We should never again govern for one small interest group. The Conservatives have been paid back. Well, let's make sure that we stand by those people who did pay them back and make sure that this change of government delivers that change. They must come for the whole country, not for one group like the Tories did. There'll still be problems, but there'll be different problems. We'll still have to defend workers at Burger King who got £1 an hour. We still have to defend workers at Magnet who gave up pay rises to help their company and then got the sack. And there's a whole lot more examples. So we do need to work with decent employers so that we make sure that people are decently represented. And I welcome today's statement by Robin Cook that we will be working to sign the social chapter. That's not a favour, that's something else, but it's just an indication and a start to giving people the right to be properly represented and to be treated decently. We want an economic success, we need decent standards at work. The trade union movement in Chesterfield had a distinguished past. You've got a valuable place in your community because of the work you've done. Your work for the unemployed is a model that's been copied all around the region and the country. Your work for safety and health at work is a model that's been copied around the country. Your lady is famous. Not many towns will have people standing like this. I don't intend to take you too much longer. You've had a distinguished past, but today shows that you're still going to be there because we have to work just as hard to make an even better future. That future's possible. From TUC Midlands region, I wish you all the best in that fight. We'll be there with you. Happy May Day.
In the light of the weather, we're asking all of our speakers to cut down on the length of the speeches, but that doesn't mean to say that the bands are going to cut short their presentations. They will be paying a full compliment. Our next speaker is MP for North East Derbyshire, Harry Barnes. Harry.
I'm sorry you're getting drowned, but on the other hand, I'm glad that the day the sun shone was last Thursday, and we all got everyone out voting, and I think if we had to swap as to which days round it should be, we would have it this way around, because we, the faithful, are here in these circumstances and these conditions, and we will be needed in the future. I'm in the middle of a whole host of celebrations over 36 hours. First of all, we had a meeting of the constituency party celebrating the electoral victory in North East Derbyshire. Then we had Chesterfield Football Club celebrations. Tony and me's been changing from blue and white to red and white throughout this election campaign, and have been doing the right thing in doing that. Then we went to Matlock, and at Matlock it was the County Council that was celebrating. Remember, they had 3 games in the Derbyshire County Council, and we've now got a solid Labour County Council, again building on things that should be done from central government. There's here today, and then there's another May Day, another May Day march later, if I get away from here, within the old constituency, so I've got a bit more rain to face. But rain is something that should not matter to any of us. But what we've got is a Labour government, 9 out of 10 Labour MPs in Derbyshire, a Labour County Council, a Labour MEP, Labour councils all over the place, North East Derbyshire, also the Chesterfield. What does that mean? It means we ain't got any excuses in order to deliver upon the programmes that we are presenting to the people and are being elected upon. And it is a duty of Tony, Dennis, myself and the other Labour MPs to see that those promises that were made are things that we meet within government, that we deliver upon. When the going gets tough, then the Labour movement needs to be there, involved in things and pushing. And what's happened is the power of the wider Labour movement has been unleashed by this magnificent election result. The election was waiting to take place. The people had decided before the campaign as to what they wanted, who they wanted rid of, the direction they wanted to move in. And the people have spoken, and having spoken, they have showed that there are many aspirations that are there, and now there is the opportunity for people to mobilise and organise as never before, to see that promises are delivered and that what is needed in terms of clarifying those things begin to be extended. And I think that people on the left of the party have a particular duty in these circumstances. Not a duty to set things, but a duty to see that things are delivered and to see that we extend various provisions. There's some things that we may have found a little difficult. For instance, the partnership provisions that are the centre of the economic position of Labour. It's really saying capital and Labour can somehow get together and resolve things. Now that is the traditional position, ideological position, of people that we call liberals. It's not the position that we had under Attlee, where public provision and public ownership were of importance, or under Wilson, where attempts were made to exercise control. But what does the partnership mean? I think the partnership, as far as the left is concerned, looking at it, means that we do believe that within a partnership, there's not necessarily got to be two equal partners. The role of the public provision, the role of what we want as a people and as a nation, and to advance people's conditions, means that the public provision has to be very considerable within any framework or any partnership. Also, ideologically, some are committed to partnership as the sort of long-run position. That's not my position. I'm willing to accept things as temporary expedients, the problems we face, but part of the difficulty is that we've been sunk back by privatisation and by the market economics, and we have to build out from there. But we have the forces to begin to do it, and we have to be able to argue carefully along those areas. There's many other things that's within the programme that we can be down the same road, but we can be pushing it further and further, showing that there are extra needs. For instance, there's democracy provisions. There's some good stuff in there in this programme about the House of Lords, about devolution, about other provisions, about freedom of information and rights that we have to see delivered. But sometimes there's a little bit extra that's required. Say, civil rights for disabled people. The provision that has been talked about at the moment is to extend it somewhat, extend the current legislation, but there is a bill that would give the aspirations of the disablement movement established fully. That's something that we need to be involved in. On democracy, we know that there are 3 to 4 million people who are missing off electoral registers who had no say in this election. And if they'd had a say, there'd have been even a bigger meltdown than the Conservatives. We've got to put that situation right in the future. Europe is a bureaucratic, centralised structure. We have to open it up and democratise it and work with those who are willing to do that. So there's many of the traditional aspirations of the movement which now we have the opportunity to advance and to move on. We've had the support of the people. We can't sit back in those circumstances, nor should we expect people themselves just to leave it to ballot boxes. People have to mobilise, organise and campaign, and we need a wider labour movement that was active. We need the trade unionists that are on this platform. We need the international links and international connections. Because if we think we've had a struggle over 18 years in order to change things, we're going to have a speaker later from Pakistan who is going to tell us what the tough end of the struggle is that we have to be associated with and we have to support. Let our victory be a means by which we advance and move, work with others and achieve improvement for the condition of the people. Thank you.